everyone, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here today watching. You're going to be glad too. We have Jeannie Starr, and she is a music mentor, songwriter, guided imagery facilitator, published author, and speaker who uses her gifts of integrating music mentoring and guided imagery to help women and children who have experienced trauma or simply lack the confidence to learn how to empower themselves so they can fully love and believe in themselves, enabling them with courage to step into the future and live their dreams. Welcome, Jeannie.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here with you.
I'm glad you're here too. And if you can maybe move a little bit more of the microphone, that'd be great, because I want to find out, and so do we, is what inspired you to become a guided imagery facilitator?
Well, a few years back, I was really struggling with my own self-belief and self-love. And I was going through a very difficult situation that caused a lot of trauma in my life. And I had a very wonderful mentor who kind of took me under her wings and pulled me out of that. And she gave me the opportunity to work with her. She was actually a therapist, and she's also an author, and she's done so many beautiful things in this life. But she did guided imagery with me. And then as we were going through it, she's like, Jeannie, I really feel like you would be really good at this. I think you should learn this. And so I did the training, and then she allowed me to work on her patients in her clinic doing the guided imagery. And I saw really beautiful things happen for people in their lives. And I decided to continue with it because there are so many benefits. And what I want to do is help heal people and help them get through the trauma, or even help use the guided imagery to help them manifest their dreams or their desires or whatever it is they need or want in their lives.
That's very precious, but it strikes me that something came from a personal experience.
Right.
Do you want to share that?
Yeah, as I said, I really was struggling with self-doubt and self-belief, and I did not truly love myself. I knew that I was a daughter of God. I grew up being taught that and believed that. But it wasn't until I had a very spiritual, sacred experience. I actually share this in my book. My book is called Just Believe in Magic. I won't touch too much on it tonight, but I did have a near-death experience because I became very ill during this time that I was experiencing all of this trauma. And that was part of the trauma is my illness, along with some abuse I was going through. And so I got to the point where I didn't feel like my life was of value. And I was really struggling with, who am I? Why am I here? Why do I want to live? I was struggling with that. And then I have this beautiful sacred experience where I met God, and he showed me some beautiful things, and he told me it's not your time yet. And he told me you need to go back and you need to help women and children learn to love and believe in themselves, those who don't feel any love, because that was the first time that I felt true love, full love for myself, because I felt God's complete unconditional love for me. So then, because of that, I could fully and truly love myself so that I could better turn around and help other women love and learn to believe in themselves and know that they're a precious daughter or son of God, and that they have a purpose, that their life has meaning. And that, when I learned that I could love myself, then I realized I deserve to live my dreams. And it gave me the courage to move forward and want to live my dreams. And that's what I want to help women do. I first want to help them learn to love themselves, then believe in themselves, and then believe that they can live their dreams.
I think this deservability issue is what I'll call it. I'm good enough, I deserve, is something big, especially for women, but I think also men.
Right.
I think a lot of people have that. If you heard that in somebody, what would be the first thing you would tell them to do? I mean, I know you do these beautiful sessions, and what would you advise people to do who don't feel good enough?
Thank you. And I don't mean to exclude men, and I won't if they come to me. It's just women that usually are the ones that come to me. And so what I would teach them is that you know, I would go all through the things that they love about themselves and have them write them down. I know that positive affirmations are so powerful and very necessary at times to help us believe in ourselves. And what we tell ourselves, our mind believes, and that is what we manifest. And that's why I like guided imagery so much, because you manifest in the guided imagery sessions what you see. You use your imagination. That's why it's called guided imagery. I guide you through it. You're the one that comes up with what you want to have happen, but you imagine it in your mind. And when you can imagine it and see it, and then feel what it feels like to have it happening, then it comes into fruition more easily and quickly.
Well, you know, there's a lot, as we know, in athletes and professional dancers and all kinds of, you know, Olympic folks have talked a lot about imagining something first and then doing
Right.
it. And they've been
Right.
quoted as actually how powerful that is. So I'm so glad you're doing this work out in the world, and it's just super. It's, you know, at what can you just give us an example, like something that happens in these sessions, how you do them?
Well, I'll tell you what happened with me when I was first going through the sessions, because after I decided I wanted to live one of my dreams, which was professionally recording my music, my mentor took me into guided imagery sessions and she gave me a few. I was always shy growing up. I didn't have a lot of confidence and I wanted to gain that confidence, but I was asked to perform at an event. And I was nervous at first because I had never performed at an event before. And so she would take me through these sessions and she would have me picture that I was on a stage. And at first I wanted to hide behind the curtain. And then she was like, Jeannie, imagine the crowd is cheering for you and they're pulling out their flashlights and they're waving their flashlights and they're encouraging you. And so then it was like, okay, I'm going to step more out to the front of the stage. And then I imagined myself singing my song as if I was performing it at the event. And I did this a few times so that when the actual time for the event came, I was able to stand in front of that audience. And usually my nerves can sometimes get the best of me, but I was not nervous. I was just so excited. And the same thing happened in my actual event as I performed, that happened in the guided imagery sessions, where the people pulled out their phones and they were encouraging me and cheering me on the whole time. And it just boosted my confidence. And, you know, I might not have sounded my best, but because I sang from my heart with confidence, I think that's what they felt, is they felt what I had to give from my heart. And
Oh,
that was beautiful. And I've helped other musicians do the same thing who didn't have the courage to get on stage and share their music. Or I've helped people who are entrepreneurs who have started their own business and they work with high-end clients and they were nervous to do Zoom calls or Zoom meetings with them because they just hadn't done them enough and had the confidence to do them. So I took them through the sessions and imagined. There was a session I did for a friend that was really beautiful. Her husband had passed away and he came to her in the session. Oftentimes people, loved ones who have passed on, or even people that haven't, or are higher source. Sometimes Jesus Christ comes to people, or whoever they believe in, or whoever they need to have show up. That person always shows up. But for this client of mine who wanted to gain the courage to do these Zoom meetings in front of these high-end clients, I did the session with her and her husband came through. And he let her know that he was standing behind her and he was going to be with her through that whole session. And so she imagined herself doing a Zoom meeting with these clients and them encouraging her and nodding as if they were like, yes, this is great information. Oh, this is wonderful. And now I see her on Facebook and she just glows and she just has so much confidence every time she does these Zoom calls. And it's just so beautiful, the transitions that I've watched happen in people's lives, how it's helped them. It's just a beautiful thing for them and for me to experience that with them.
I love that. And of course, having that kind of confidence will shall I say, up level all of your presentations, anything you have to do to communicate. And this isn't, what I know as a speaker and author, this isn't just about people who do presentations. It's every day, right? We need more confidence and imagine things, good things that are happening for all of us. Would you agree?
Exactly. Yes, I totally agree with
Well, I know that you have a wonderful way to stay connected to our viewers and a wonderful free gift. Would you share that?
Yes, I have a group on Facebook called Dream Believers Guided Imagery. If anybody is interested in learning more about guided imagery or my song packages, I do the mentoring packages where I integrate the guided imagery with the music. And at the end of those mentoring sessions, if the person is interested, I offer a song package or as a custom song for them. I write custom songs for business women or just for women who want to live a dream of recording a song. And I can write that song with them. And so I would love to offer to anyone who is listening a free 20-minute consultation to see if either a guided imagery session would be beneficial for you, or if a custom song is something that you would love to do. And I'm also, I would be happy to give a free copy, a free download of my song called Just Believe. I wrote a song called Just Believe that goes along with these mentoring sessions.
Oh, I love that. That's very generous. And just so you all know, it's always included with the show notes too on how to get a hold of Jeannie. And thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it very much to you. And thank you. We appreciate your work.
Oh, thank you for having me. And I love the work I do, and I would love to help anybody who would want to reach out to me.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. I hope that this has been an expanded possibility for you, and super excited you stopped by today. Hey, go check out JillLublin.com. Lots of great publicity resources helping you get your name and visibility out there. And we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.